With so many changes happening with social media, you may be wondering if Facebook is the place for you. Well, by the time we're done today, you will know, because today we're talking about how to grow your small business on Facebook. Facebook has changed a great deal over the years, and so you might be trying to figure out, how should you be using it right now for your business? Is there something you should be doing to get more organic traffic? Is it even worth your time? In this video, you're going to gain tactics for organically growing your service-based business. Are you looking for creative ways to use Facebook to grow your small business? Would it be helpful if I gave you a formula, a very easy to follow formula for knowing what to post and how to post? The first thing we have to do is to establish if Facebook is even the place for you. I want you to look at your existing clients or customers. Are they currently using Facebook? If none of them are in that space, that may not be the best social network for you. For instance, if you're targeting C-suite executives, I'm not saying none of them are on Facebook, but many more of them are active on LinkedIn. So make sure that your target audience, your clients, your customers are already in that space. See if your referral partners are there as well. Again, what we don't want to do is try to take our customers or even our potential clients and bring them somewhere. We want to go where they're at and show up. Similarly to in business, if you're networking, you don't go to a networking event where you know no one in the room is your target market and you start yelling outside telling people that are part of your target market, hey, come over here. No, you look for events where they're already at, and then you show up and bring your brilliance and show out. So now that you've decided to use Facebook, we're primarily talking about how to use your personal profile on Facebook. Now you might say, hey, Crystal, I want to learn how to use pages and do more there. I hear you, but we're talking about service-based businesses. And most service-based businesses, you've probably noticed, your customers don't really want to like your page. You've probably noticed that when you try to have your customers like your Facebook page, maybe you put it in your signature line or you have a note in your place of business saying like us on Facebook, they're not doing that. What they're doing is they're going around that and they're finding your personal profile and they're sending you a friend request. Then you're doing one of three things. You're either accepting them, you're ignoring them and letting them sit in Facebook purgatory, or you're declining them. Ooh, awkward, right? And so understanding that they already want to connect with you this way, because in service-based businesses, it requires a different level of relationship than it does in when you're just selling items to people. It's a little bit different. With that having been said, you probably have people you're connected to on your Facebook page that should never meet your clients or customers. You know who I'm talking about. They might be your family members. So to give you an example, I have a cousin that I love very much. He's been sending me friend requests probably for the last, 6, 7 years on Facebook, and I always decline. Why? Love him. I'll see him for Thanksgiving, but I know how this ding-dong thinks. As soon as I accept him, he's going to post a picture on Facebook of me as I was potty training with a stick of beef jerky in my mouth. Not appropriate for my customers and clients, right? And so if you're going to use your personal profile where your clients, customers, and prospects are already trying to connect with you, it's time to clean house. You might have to unfriend some people. You might have to change it so that certain people cannot comment on your posts. We have to be very strategic because we don't get a second opportunity to make that impression. Hey, have you already subscribed to the channel? If not, go ahead and subscribe right now. And I'm curious, in the comments, if you've ever purchased from a service-based business, which I'm sure you have you ever sought that person out and sent them a friend request on Facebook? If you have, just comment below, like what type of work they do. Was it your insurance agent? Was it your realtor? Was it your doctor? Was it your financial advisor? I'm just curious, who is it that you've sent a friend request to on Facebook? Okay, I promise you that I give you a formula, and it's very simple. It's the 3-2-1 Facebook posting formula. What that means is 3. So we're looking at 6 posts total, 3-2-1. 3 of those posts should be about others or community-based things. So let's say that maybe you have a strategic partner or even a client or customer and they've done something amazing and there's an article or something you can point to. Congratulate them on Facebook. Post about that. Tag them. Make sure to mention others in 3 of those posts. Now, in 2 of your posts, I want those to be light. Ask questions. If it's the holidays, maybe asking people about a special memory about this. Or if you post a picture of you and your dog, ask them to post a picture of them and their dogs. I know this is cheating. If you want to get a lot of engagement, I suggest you post pictures of babies and animals from time to time. And by animals, I mean cats and dogs. If you have a pet snake, I don't think this strategy is going to work the same way. You might want to leave Snakey out of this, right? But those pets and those babies, people always want to comment. People want to share as well. So you might be asking yourself, Crystal, you're not mentioning my business yet. Why is it out of 6 posts, we've already dedicated 5 to things that are not my business? I'm glad you've asked. So those 2 posts that are light, where you're asking questions or asking people to post pictures, those are the ones that are typically going to get the most engagement. That's what's going to tell Facebook to make sure that your posts pop up in more of your friends' feeds, so more people will see your posts in the future. Those 3 posts about others where you're tagging other people, that's just so that you're more dynamic. Most of us know people on social media who make it the me show, and they're not really that likable. I'm not saying no one is, but for the most part, people are interested in community on Facebook specifically. So we're talking about this specific platform. And so the 3 posts are make you likable, to give other people props. It also encourages them to give you props as well and to post and tag about you. Those 2 posts are for engagement. And then that last slot on 3, 2, 1, that's where you can post about your business. What are you doing in the business? Are there any new offerings? Keep it conversational. No one wants to be friends with a billboard. However, you can post things that are going on, things that you're offering, just not in a salesy way. Talk about the same way you would a family member that might also be a customer or client. I said this before, but I have to emphasize it. As you're posting on Facebook, make sure that you're tagging people or brands that you mention. And even in the comments from time to time, if someone responds and you're like, oh, I think that this client should see this comment or this might be of interest to them, tag them in the comments as well. We're trying to get people used to tagging us back and having that continuous conversation. When we tag people, they get a notification to come and look. But here's the important part. We don't want to abuse tagging. So when you're creating a post, don't just tag 50 random people in that post if you're not mentioning them by name because you think they should see it. That's actually a really good way to get unfriended on Facebook. We want to make sure that we're tagging people when we're mentioning them or when we know they specifically would be extremely happy to be tagged to see a piece of information or to respond to something. So again, we do not mass tag people when we post pictures or when we post a topic. We want to make sure that we're respectful and we're only tagging people when we're talking about them. If we want people to see something, we just have to have more engaging posts so it's more likely to pop up. We don't tag 50 people. Lastly, on Facebook, and this is true of any social network, but especially on Facebook, I see a lot of folks making the same mistake. Make sure that it's easy to contact you. We oftentimes use social networks like LinkedIn for Business, and we make sure that our contact information is there so they can find our website and call us. But on Facebook, we'll use our personal profile to connect with customers and clients and prospects, but they can't actually contact us easily. They have to come out of the social network, try to Google us, hope that our name is not common like mine, Crystal Washington, and then find us and contact us that way. That's inefficient. In Facebook, you have the ability to add your phone number on your profile. You have the ability to add websites. You have the ability to also add your email address. Facebook inserts its own little email address so that things go into Messenger. You don't want that. Take that out. Put your business email address there. Put your business phone number there. Put all that information there so that if someone's interacting with you there, they see what it is that you do or that you offer in your business, they think, oh, wow, I need to contact this person. They can click on the About section and immediately get that information and contact you. You're making their lives easier and they'll love you for it. We've talked about how to grow your small business on Facebook. But when we think about business growth, it takes a little bit more than a single social network. We have to be strategic in thinking about the future. I have a special gift for you that will help you with that very thing. It's completely free. It's the Future Ready Playbook. The Future Ready Playbook consists of really juicy activities and worksheets that are going to help you and your team start to plan for the future and figure out what are the technologies that you should be adding, what should you take out, and what are some other factors that you might need to consider to ensure that you're resilient, not just now, but far into the future. To get your copy today, go into the description and click the link.